What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever noticed this bold and in-your-face captions that really makes content pop, like Alex Hormozi? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make those captions, whether it's for YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. These captions will give your content that extra punch to level up your content. Let's dive in. Grab our Text Plus node. We'll start with the easier one of the two. I'm going to use Impact, which might actually be the font he uses. It looks very similar. We'll make this bigger so we can see what we're doing. And basically, it's just a drop shadow. I'll set the color to light blue. Bring the distance all the way up. Bring that up just a smidge. We can make this a little bit darker. There we go. And we'll add a glow. We'll adjust this, turn it down just a bit, turn the size up a little bit. Now to get our animation, we have to add the transform. Not that transform, you want the transform with the sliders. There we go. Or we're gonna modify the Y position with anim curves. Over here, anim curves, click modifier, set the duration, and we want a custom curve. And these are a little bit tricky. That's perfect. So using the anim curve line graph here is going to be tricky. You have to play with it, but basically you want 1 point up high, 1 point down low, and then you want it to be flat. And no matter how long your text plus is when you do the captions, it'll all be relative to the side thanks to setting it at source duration. All right, and I'm just gonna take this and save it on my snap caption folder at the moment. There's our animation. Let's build our second one. Fusion comp, let's jump into Fusion. All right, let's grab a text plus. We'll connect that up. Again, I'm gonna use Impact because it looks very similar to the font he is using. All right, let's start with getting the shading right. So first I'm gonna enable the red outline, change it to white. We'll come back to that. Go to shading element 1, set it to gradient. And I'm going to set up 5 little arrows here for 5 different colors. The 2 on the inner will be black. The middle one is going to be this light orange, I believe. Let's play with that. These 2 middle triangles are going to be the more burnt orange. It's a little bit low. We'll raise it up just a little bit. Raise this a little. Raise the bottom just a little bit. Play with the mapping. All right, now let's go back to shading element 2. I'm gonna turn it way down. So it looks like in his version, he has these white edges on parts, but not all of them. We'll just play with that a little, and then we're gonna come down to the position and just mess around with the numbers until you get something that looks pretty close. If you want to copy them exactly, you can, spend all the time you want to fudging these numbers, but what I'm doing here should get you pretty close to the captions I'm showing you. All right, looks like he has a drop shadow, and I'm just going to change the color to this burnt orange here. We'll play with the blur, the distance, and angle till we get this almost glow. Hey, that's pretty good. And then we'll add a soft glow. Turn the threshold way up. Turn the gain down. Oh, just a very faint glow. Now we're gonna go back to the edit page. And it's basically the same animation. we'll take this transform and copy it. Move our effects down, and we'll paste in our transform here. Oh, gotta make sure it's connected. That will happen sometimes. There we go, we have our animation. Now we also want to go back into the text, and we need to position this in the right place for captions. So we're gonna make it a bit smaller. That should be a pretty decent size for captions. And let's move it down. Let's see what we got. Also, you don't want to forget to do that same thing for the first caption we made. We'll move it to the bottom. Now let's really make it pop, because Alex always changes colors, makes every other animation a little bit different. Alright, got some footage here loaded on the timeline. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set our in and out point. I, where we want the captions to start, and O, where we want them to end. What this does is tells Resolve to only care about what's in between this little bar. If you want to get rid of this, you ever get it up by accident, you just hit Alt X. So let's put that back. And then I'm going to come up to timeline and hit create subtitles from audio. I got the maximum characters per line set to 1, line set to single. We're going to hit create. If you don't have Studio, there is a creator named Tom that has created a script that allows you to create captions in the free version of Resolve. It's completely free. It's a little hard to get working, but once it does, it works quite well. Now, if you don't have Studio or that script, you're gonna have to do these by hand if you really want these captions. I just don't know another way around that. But anyway, we got our captions created. So now I'm gonna open up Snap Caption real quick. This is a free plugin that takes your subtitle track and converts them to text plus. So we'll go scripts, Snap Captions. We'll go back to the edit page. I'm gonna set my template here. I'm gonna set the case conversion to uppercase, remove punctuation, and we're just gonna hit generate. Now we're just gonna go through and pick out words we want to emphasize, like Alex Hormozi does. I like to delete my subtitle track. So let's see. Captions looks like a good one. So we'll take that text plus, open it up in Fusion. And I think we'll just go to shading. We'll go to change the fill color, go to gradient, we'll just set it to blue. And there we go. We've emphasized our word. Not bad at all. I think effective will be another one. We'll open this one in Fusion, and instead of changing the gradient, we'll change the way it animates in. So right click the transform, right click the anim curves on transform 1, we'll cut it, we'll get rid of that, and we'll come about the 12 seconds, and let's keyframe X and Y, and let's do yaw. Let's go back to the beginning. Go a little bit further. Oh, a little bit further. There we go. Pretty smooth. Select our transform, and we'll just smooth everything. I think we'll make it Outback Cubic. Let's see what that looks like. Pretty good. Alright, let's give it a playthrough. Alright. Instagram might be another good one to do. Open it in Fusion. I think this time we'll just change it to the gradient. So again, shading, gradient, change it to blue, and we're just going to go through and mix it up on every point we want to emphasize. And that's pretty much how you do these captions. I'm going to put my settings files on my Kofi page, link in the description. Go check that out. But remember, these tricks, these editing hacks for retention are only going to work if your story's worth telling. So keep that in mind as you're editing. Good luck. Now check out this intro and check out my captions. Let me know what you think. And that's how you create those captions. Bold and super effective. Whether you're posting on TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, guaranteed to really make your content stand out. If this video helped you level up your game, be sure to give it a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Come back for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.